it's for spiritual reasons, then God in heaven will speak for my husband, Dr. Fabian Ihekweme. Thank you. Dr. Fabian Ihekweme's wife, whom Senator Uzodinma kidnapped. I'm saying kidnapped because they came to my house and picked him up without allowing him to pick up his drugs. They didn't allow him to do anything. I was not even aware that they were picking him up. It was the driver who they tracked through Tony Chukwu and Cosmos Iwu. They tracked my husband's driver, took him to the house and kidnapped him. It was only when I raised the alarm that I was told that it was Uzodinma that picked my husband. 6 days counting now, my husband is not released. This is 6 days, he's not with his drugs. Uzodinma knows my husband is ill. He's aware of this. So if anything happens to my husband, I want the whole world to hold Uzodinma responsible, hold Tony Chukwu responsible, hold Cosmos Iwu responsible, because these are the people who took my husband to Uzodinma, who conspired like Judas Iscariot did to Jesus Christ. That's what they did to my husband. I want the whole world to know that these 3 men I mentioned are the ones behind whatever that's going on with my husband. I want to beg the federal government, I want to beg Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the president of this country, to please come to my husband's aid, because it won't be funny if my husband dies. He doesn't have his drugs for the past 6 days. This is the man who's supposed to live on drugs every day of his life, and for the past 6 days he has not taken his drugs. Nobody has seen. I can't even fly to Owerri. Hope came to my house and picked it from Abuja to Owerri. How do I go to Owerri to go and give my husband his medication? They don't allow my husband to do anything. They don't want anyone to see my husband. I raised the alarm because if I don't raise the alarm by now, my husband would have been killed. So I want my husband released.
I've
already mentioned my husband's name.
So
yes.
You are demanding that your husband.
I want my husband to be released unconditionally, and I want damages paid for my husband, because this is very unfair. He was not invited. He was not written. They just came to my home. They just came to my home. He wasn't invited. He wasn't written. They came with 3 Hilux vehicles with 20 men on uniform. Without uniform. 20 men without uniform. He could not identify who they were. If my husband had, and they were fully armed. They were fully armed.
Did they come with any warrant of arrest?
No, they didn't come with any warrant of arrest. Okay. He was not even invited. No warrant of arrest. They only showed their ID. Anybody can fake ID. Anyone can fake ID. So I'm calling on Uzodinma. He dumped my husband in Owerri, arrived to London. And when they picked my husband, he asked them to handcuff my husband and send the picture to him. Up until now, I'm waiting to see that picture on social media. I've not seen the picture. If he took the picture to impress my husband or humiliate him, he should post it on social media. Why did he take that picture? I want to know why. Is it for spiritual reasons? I want to know why. If it's for spiritual reasons, then God in heaven will speak for my husband, Dr. Fabian Ihekweme. Thank you.
The CP is working under the Police Act. There is a constitution that have established the office of the IG and office of who appointed him as the Commissioner of Police in Imo State. The Commissioner of Police in Imo State, you are not above the law. The constitution has stipulated that an arrest, somebody that has been arrested, not even arrested, they came to Abuja and adopted him in a criminal-like manner. The men of the Imo State Police Command who came to adopt him behaved as if they were kidnappers. If not the fact that the man was calm and wanted to know exactly who they were, maybe we should be talking another thing. Maybe you should have had a sudden health challenge, because he felt they were kidnappers and they adopted him as if they were kidnappers. That is the way the men of Imo State Police Command acted when they adopted him. So we are here to tell the Commissioner of Police that this man has come to enforce his fundamental right. And there is a law, a constitution of Nigeria, which stipulates that an arrested person should be brought to court at least 1 day, reasonable time. The constitution defines reasonable time as a day, or where there is a court, where the court is within a radius of 40 kilometers, 2 days. So in other words, you can only detain for 2 days. And you are holding him since the 28th of November till today. He has not been arraigned. There is no court order permitting you to detain him more than constitutionally stipulated. So we are saying that the IG of police should know that the Commissioner of Police in Imo State has turned to a terrorist. Somebody will make a comment, criticize the government constructively. In fact, constructive criticisms help the government to do well. Where you are not doing well, or where the people that you are leading feel you have not done well, they criticize you. It should help you to do very well, not the otherwise. So the Commissioner of Police in Imo State is now a terrorist. He's terrorizing the people. Nobody can speak out. Nobody can criticize the government of the day. And we are saying saying it is condemnable. So far as the Constitution of Nigeria is concerned, the Constitution remains the ground norm. The Commissioner of Police must work within the ambits of the Constitution. He must act in accordance with constitutional provision. Take Fabian Ihekweme to the court, charge him to court. If you have a prima facie case you have established against him, or you release him on administrative bail. That is what we are calling on the IG to direct his Commissioner of Police in Imo State to either charge him to court or release him on administrative bail. And of course, the PPRO in Imo State have said that he was arrested for a seditious statement. That is, the man exercised his fundamental right under Section 39 of the Constitution to freely express himself, and they are saying that the statement he made is seditious. Charge him to court, attach the statement. Let's come to court. Let's meet you in court, and we'll throw it away. Somebody freely express himself. He's calling it seditious. You are to prove what is seditious in the statement he made. So there is no need holding Fabian Ihekweme in your dehumanizing detention facility. And the man is even have imminent health challenges, that you refuse him to have access to his drug, you refuse him to have access to his lawyers, you refuse him to access to his family members. That cannot be tolerated under a constitutional democracy like ours, where the rule of law operates supreme. And we are saying that the IG of police should call the Commissioner of Police in Imo State to order. The man's family is here, the wife is here, and she also wants to say one or two things as it concerns her family and the health of her husband.
But before